on B4U. I'm Sharj. Today I'm in Ealing, where I'm going to be meeting the cast and the crew of a brand new Brit Bollywood movie, Naachle London. Now, with a Brit Bollywood, you may be getting confused. What does that mean? I'll give you an example. Films like Patiala House have been made here in the UK, but they've all been Bollywood actors, Bollywood directors, Bollywood cast and crew. This one is completely different. Well, it's actually the opposite. You've got everyone from the UK. They speak Hindi. It's all filmed in the UK, and they're actually here with me now. Let's start off with Raj Kartik. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Aren't you that guy from Bombay Dreams?
I am, yes. I'm one of the guys from Bombay Dreams, yeah.
Aren't you that guy from Dead Set?
Yeah, I was in Dead Set, which won a BAFTA, which was pretty cool too.
Aren't you that guy from Doctors?
Yeah, I was on Doctors as well a few times, so yeah, you're doing well so far.
Great way to plug him in. And let's start with this gentleman here. Aren't you that guy from Benidorm?
I am that guy from Benidorm.
How you doing? It's Jack Canuso.
Jake.
Oh, did I say Jake? Jake, my bad. I get kind of starstruck when I see someone as slick as you. How you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing? You're pretty slick, aren't you?
Yeah, I like the hairstyle.
Same amount of grease in her hair, I think.
Yeah, so now I don't feel too paranoid about it. I just wish I had the same ripped physique as you, but it happens.
That'll do it.
Yeah, a little bit of work. Now let's move on to our director. We have Nabil Rashid. How you doing?
Very good, Sharj. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. Are you excited to be here?
Very excited. Thank you very much.
Right, we'll talk to you in a second, but first, let's talk to this lovely young lady. You've seen her in many music videos as well, and she's made her debut. She's only 19 years old. Bless her cotton socks. You got cotton socks on?
No.
Okay, she's got no cotton socks on. It's Alyssa Sharma.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Bit starstruck right now. Oh my god, not really. Right, okay. Let's start off with the movie. Let's talk to the director. Tell us about this specific movie, Naachle London.
Well, as you said in your introduction, Sharj, very eloquently, that it is the first Bolly-Brit movie. So we're pioneering a brand new genre. And what is a Bolly-Brit movie? A Bolly-Brit movie is a Hindi film with its heart in Bollywood, head in Hollywood, made entirely in Britain. So every aspect of this film, whether it's the writing of the script or the songwriters or the music director, the musicians, the singers, the dancers, the choreographer, the director, and the actors, and the whole production crew behind the camera, as well as the editors and the editing staff, was entirely done in the UK. And that's a Bolly-Brit film.
Sounds like a Bolly headache, but I'm sure it's all worth it in the end. Tell us a bit about the story.
Pleasure. The main story strand is about a rich girl and a poor boy. The twist is that they're single parents. So it's really love the second time round for them. And the two of them meet when they take their kids to a Bollywood dance class. And the kids form friendships, but they're all entered into a dance competition, so they have to start competing against each other, so their friendships get tested. So the love story is between the single parents. One's widowed, one's a divorcee, and then we have, in traditional family style, the parents of one of the love interests who says "Ye shadi nahi ho sakta," and then everybody else works towards getting them together and moving things along, and to celebrate all the great, strong, traditional Bollywood values, which are all centered around the family.
Yeah, the traditional nahi.
Absolutely.
Right, okay, we'll talk more about that. Oh, Beta, tell us a little about your role.
Well, I play Raj's daughter Krishna in the film. My role's more about it's a teenage girl who lives with a single parent and kind of understands his struggle in his life and his financial problems, whilst struggling to be a good dancer. Like I take part in a dance class, and at the end of the film, I'm supposed to participate in a competition, and it's all about my struggle of becoming a good dancer whilst being a good friend. And it's kind of towards the end I have to face the problems of either choosing my dream or my friends. It's an interesting journey.
This kind of happens in real life as well. To get somewhere, people tend to step over people. What's your mentality like in the film?
Well, it's obviously the good girl mentality. Do I step over my friends or not? Is the big decision, and
You're gonna have to see the movie to see that, because that's
I'll have to.
How different is Krishna to you in real life?
Well, I would say it's very different, because Krishna's role's she's a teenager, but with a childish sort of a twist. She's understanding and she understands her father's circumstances, but she's got a childish personality, not the typical UK teenager necessarily. So not as mature maybe as I am, but she's very understanding. It's quite a different character to what Alyssa really is.
Right, any story you can share with us?
I think for me, most of my perks was just learning the little new things that I had never experienced being in a film, seeing as this was my first film. I mean, I'd be casually talking to Raj about something, and Thomas would come with his background camera and would have caught everything we'd said, trying to be like, oh no, I've just said that in camera. It was just such a shock. And there was obviously Man in Raj moments with all the honking that you did. Raj. There's actually one particular scene where we were shooting, and it was meant to be a very emotional, intense scene.
Just makes me sad.
It was meant to be very emotional, and I was supposed to be nervous holding my daddy's hand. And God knows where this came from. I slowly pull his hand and put it on my chest, and
awkward.
And we're all like, yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Daddy?
Daddy!
What are you doing? Isn't that kind of
And Daddy was like,
Has anybody got that on camera?
I sure hope not.
I'd love
Last time I checked, Talking to Town was a family show, but
This is the complete family film. It's got a U certificate, so you don't have any of that in the film.
That's out of it.
Yeah, unless it's used in the behind-the-scenes footage. Be interesting.
I'll have to go. I'm going to have to go and look for that now.
How did you get involved with this?
Well, I had the typical process of going through an audition, very, very nerve-wracking audition that was. I think initially though, what part of Neville's inspiration for the film itself was the London Mela. And I think he was there the year before watching, and because I'm part of Jay Kumar Dance Asia, who's the choreographer of the film, I think that's where I initially heard about the film, because Neville had approached Jay, who came to me and said, there's a few roles available, which I think you should try to audition. And I thought, are you sure? He was like, yeah, you should go try it, you know, there's no harm in trying. So I was like, okay. And I came from university that one day to do an audition. I had to recite a monologue, do a dance, and read the script. 3 things. I came in, I was so nervous facing camera. I did my audition, and I walked in, I thought, oh my god, I'm not going to get anywhere with this. And the time between that day and the day Neville called me was about 2 weeks in between. So very anticipating time for me. I was very scared, very nervous. I thought, no, he didn't like me. Or maybe he did like me. Maybe he's going to give me a role. Maybe I can be a background dancer, if nothing, you know.